Okay, so I saw the Mortal Kombat 1 trailer earlier today, and I was actually impressed by what I saw in terms of the gameplay and the dialogue and the level designs and all that other stuff. And I couldn't help but notice that we had I think there was gameplay that had character assists and all that stuff, which is something I feel like should have been incorporated in Mortal Kombat games like years ago, but it is what it is. And I do feel like it's going to be one of those things that is going to make MK1 a huge attraction, along with, I guess, whatever the storyline is and whatever the roster's like. But the thing is, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, will NetherRealm Studios eventually do this with Injustice 3 once it's released? Because as it currently stands, I'm not even sure whether or not the game is in development, but a lot of people, including myself, have been talking about it for years. And I do feel like if there is an Injustice 3, not only should character assist be a thing, but tag team gameplay would definitely make it stand out. Because the thing is, Injustice 1, that game is like a decade old now, and it's mainly known for its storyline. Injustice 2 had a solid storyline, not quite as good as 1, but at the same time, the quality and the gameplay and all that stuff was a lot better. Everything was more enhanced in Injustice 2. And honestly, I feel like, I guess the bad ending of Injustice 2 kind of ended on a cliffhanger. We're not exactly sure which one of those endings are canon, but at the same time, I do feel like, Injustice 3, in terms of trying to get people interested in the game, something new has to be done. Something that hasn't been done in Injustice 1 or in Injustice 2. And I do feel like tag team gameplay, along with I guess, added characters in terms of a roster, would be something that'd be nice. But at the same time, we have no idea whether or not it's going to happen or how long it's going to be before Injustice 3 is released. And I mean, because you would think that, like, with Mortal Kombat and all the stuff they're doing with that, they should probably take some of that stuff, the ideas or whatever, and maybe incorporate that in Injustice 3 to some extent. But then again, Mortal Kombat's obviously a bigger attraction in the realm of video games than, the Injustice series, because you look at DC and the DC Universe and the Justice League, they're more popular in relation to pop culture because everybody knows who Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, the Joker, all those people are. I think everybody knows who knows, the top Mortal Kombat characters as well, like Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Raiden, Liu Kang. They're iconic. They've been around since the 90s. But the DC comics have been around for decades, like even longer, like dating back to like the 50s and the 60s and all that stuff. And I do feel that something different can be done in Injustice 3 to make it appeal more to, the casual audience and this generation of gamers. Because if we do get Injustice 3, it's definitely going to be released sometime within this decade. That's just my guess, because, Injustice 2 came out back in 2017, and that was like 6 years ago or what have you. So I do feel that there's definitely money to be made with adding a tag team gameplay to Injustice 3. But at the same time, the story has to be something compelling and has to be something that would really make people want to actually buy the game and make them think that it's a worthy successor to what they got in Injustice 2 back in 2017.